We are tracking breaking news in another court case, this one happening in Paris. Two French police officers were found guilty a short time ago of gang raping a Canadian tourist. The crime happened at police headquarters nearly 5 years ago. The CBC's Kayla Hounsell joins me with the details from London. So Kayla, what can you tell us about today's verdict and this very high-profile case?
Well, Andrew, as you say, the two officers have been found guilty of raping Canadian Emily Spanton. She now lives in St. Catharines, Ontario, but she is in Paris today to hear the verdict, and the officers have been sentenced to 7 years each in prison. Spanton says she was raped inside the headquarters of a Paris police force almost 5 years ago now. She met them at an Irish pub while she was visiting the city. She says they offered to give her a tour of the police headquarters, and she agreed. When she later left the building, she approached another officer and reported that she had been raped. The two officers were then subsequently charged. It's been a very long, very public battle for Emily Spanton as she decided to disclose her identity so that she could be vocal about what happened to her. Her Canadian lawyer has said she had to agree to a psychological assessment. She had to provide a sexual history of her previous relationships as well as character references. Then in 2016, the charges were dismissed on grounds that there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute the case. But the following year, a French appeal court overturned that decision and sent the case to trial. At that time, Emily Spanton said she was very relieved. We haven't heard from her yet today, Andrew. Again, this is news breaking just a short time ago.
So what do we know about the officers, Kayla?
Well, French media are reporting that they belonged to a unit that is considered an elite group that specializes in tracking down gang members and terrorists. They're headquartered at the Quai des Orfèvres, which is quite famous for its architecture. You might have seen it in movies and books. It is also the group that entered the Bataclan Theater to rescue hostages during the 2015 Paris terror attacks. So this case is getting a lot of attention in France, Andrew, making front page news and truly considered a national scandal.